On December 31st, at approximately 4:30 in the morning, I received a phone call that my father had been hospitalized. After unsure what was going to happen to him for 2 days, he finally started to recover. He spent approximately 33 days in the hospital, between the hospital and rehab. And upon leaving rehab, we found out that his fiance had moved out because she was bullied out of the house by my sister. We went to retrieve my father's stuff, and she called the law. My father lost everything that he had in his home. And this is just the beginning. I am going to break down for you in this video what happened. And I'm going to show you some key players. So sit back, pay attention, and enjoy the video.
Pretty good. I'm recording for my safety. Your body cam on?
Yeah, it's on.
Thank you, sir. My father has been in the hospital since December 31st.
Okay.
This is where he lived.
Okay.
We come out here. You can see so far what my sister has done to the place. She's junked it up pretty bad and everything. His daughter. And his guns are missing. A lot of stuff has been taken. They didn't have permission to take and everything.
Yeah,
They're not even supposed to be here.
Smoker and everything there on the porch.
And
It's gone.
if they can't produce it, my father wants to file charges.
Say they're not supposed to be here?
No, they're not.
Nope, they were supposed to have been out. They were moving yesterday, moving their stuff out. Bennett Knight owned this. Okay. How long have they lived here?
I don't know. I have to ask Dad. How long have they been living here, Dad?
I don't know. A couple of months. They've been here with us. Yeah. Okay. So my fiance and that, she's on her way over here. Was the landlord wanting them gone, or? Well, yeah, he give them to get out. He give them to yesterday to get out because
everybody was supposed to be moved out.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is Sergeant Cooper. I think my biggest mistake I made with him is when I walked up and told him that I was recording for my safety. And further down the line, I think that it was a good idea to have documented all this, because our safety has definitely been in danger since. And then he told him, and well, here's the question: did he go through the court?
I don't know.
For an eviction notice?
That part, I know. Then I ain't worried about him being here. I'm worried about my father's stuff.
Well, see, they done took their stuff out of here yesterday on the trailer and was moving it. Now they're back here and they're prowling and that. And see, I got my stuff in there, and I was coming over here to get my stuff, and they're here, and so I didn't want no conflict.
And all three of them are known drug users. All three of them. They're just bad news. I mean, you can look my sister up and you'll see she's just bad news. And I don't want no confrontation. We didn't even get out of the car, and that, you know. So, but if she's taking my father's stuff, I do want to press. He does want to press charges. His gun's missing, and I don't know what else because we haven't been in there.
My smoker I had a big smoker and tank right there on the porch. It's gone. So who all's here right now? Do you know?
Some guy named Chris.
Her husband and Chris somebody.
Now, and I think he has a firearm on him.
Did somebody come out a while ago?
Yeah, they were all out here.
They were out in the yard a while ago.
They walked the dogs out and everything.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to them right quick.
Okay.
Y'all can just have a seat.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Appreciate you, sir.
As you can see, I am definitely polite, which is probably another mistake. He probably mistook my kindness for weakness. So after going and talking to her, I'm going to fast forward a little bit so you can meet the other character that came into play here.
Shut up and play my game.
Sorry about the heavy breathing. Have been having some difficulties health-wise that have caused that.
Okay.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing fine.
How you doing, man? LT?
What's going on?
Not much.
You making a documentary?
Yeah, yes, sir. Awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
He's like it.
He asked if I was making a documentary, which I was, and you heard his smart ass answer. I am too. So let's get character number 3 into this.
Not only that, we've got 2 family members in the hospital now.
Yep.
We don't need another one.
She's what you getting on mud?
And this is Deputy Paul.
Oh, you got blue handcuffs.
Yeah.
Or is that the black and blue?
Yeah.
I've seen some of the deputies nowadays toting pink ones.
Cancer aware.
Black and blue, the thin blue line. This guy's also a canine officer.
Yeah. That's pretty intimidating when you get locked up with pink handcuffs.
I wouldn't want to be handcuffed in pink handcuffs.
Right. I wouldn't either. What's your name, sir?
Now, here comes the lieutenant.
Thank you.
I want y'all to pay very close attention.
No, I said thank you.
Because
I'm just recording. I know y'all are too, and I appreciate that. Just so we have it documented. Huh? Okay. This is
I'm talking to him.
this is my father and my mother's place here. Okay. My father has been in the hospital since December 31st. They've asked them to leave several times, and that, of course, you know, they're elderly. So they've moved. Okay. They went and rented an apartment. Yesterday, I was told that they were over here moving everything out of the house. Of course, I couldn't get over here yesterday. We come up here today, and they call the law. My father's guns is missing. My sister's guitar is missing. There's a smoker missing off the porch. And I don't know what else is missing from inside the house. She can tell you because.
I want my bedroom suite back.
Okay, just stay calm, honey.
I was playing on it, but now I want the damn thing back.
Okay, just stay calm, honey. That's what they're.
That's all civil.
Yeah.
If you let her have it, it's hers now. If you want it back, you'll have to take her to court over it.
All right.
Okay?
But I don't know. We haven't been inside the house.
Just a second.
Okay, I don't know what else is missing from the house other than what I've told you so far.
Okay. All right. Well, she lives here,
Yes, sir.
so we can't kick her off the property.
Oh no, nobody wanted her kicked off the property.
But the landlord's already. Just a minute. I'm just one at a time, sir.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Nobody said anything about she had to leave. Not us. The landlord said she told the landlord she'd be out by the 8th. Of course, I know that'll be between them. You know.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I can't get a hold of Bennett.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Okay.
We were calling Bennett to
But-
get him over here.
They want to go in and see what's missing and that, and then we
She
can.
doesn't want them in there.
It doesn't matter. They live here.
Yeah, but I live there. My
I
stuff's
live
still
here.
here.
All of our IDs are right here at this address.
Okay, well, she said that y'all all moved out.
No,
No, I ain't moved
No.
out. I ain't got a bit of my stuff out of that damn house.
Mm.
Liar.
Why are you yelling?
He gets
You hear me yelling?
upset.
No, sir. I'm
We're
sorry,
not
sir.
going to yell.
Sorry,
Sir,
sir.
he gets upset.
He heard me. He raised his voice.
yeah, just everybody just stay calm. There's no
Okay,
sense.
so we're not fired up, but when somebody else gets fired up, we get fired up.
Look at his patch on his vest. You see it, guys? That thin blue line.
And typically, when we get fired up, people go to jail. And I don't want to take nobody to jail. That's not my style. That's not what
Well, I'm gonna file charges because I know she sold my guns and stuff.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, I do.
All right. Well, that's going to be a civil suit, okay?
Yeah, but she was the only one in the house.
Sir, that doesn't mean anything. Somebody else could have come out here and broke in. And
No,
stole
she
the
was
gun.
here with him.
Sir, I don't know that.
My
I've
tool?
never met you before in my life, so we're trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together, okay? All right, sir. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, just Dad wants to get his stuff here, and that's it.
All right. As far as the bedroom
Quit
search
crying,
goes,
Moses.
she said she told me it's on your camera. It's
Yes,
on
sir.
mine.
Yes, sir.
It's on his that she give it to him.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you want it back, you'll have to go through the civil court
Right.
and get it back from her. That's all I can tell you about that. You have a question?
Now, not only was my father upset because he had lost everything that was in the house, because we'd already heard that they had moved the stuff out. This condescending lieutenant with a thin blue line on his shirt there decides to double down and take it a step further. Look at his condescending, smirking face. And as you can see in the background, there's conversation going on up there, which I have the body cam footage from all the officers.
Say something.
Oh, absolutely.
She's paying us, right?
You remember when you was in school? Raise your hand if you want to, and then be called upon. All right, go ahead.
Don't do that to me.
Go ahead.
And after my wife laughed at him, you can tell it pissed him off because she didn't bow down to his authority. But did you hear what he said? If you want to talk, raise your hand. Raise your hand to talk. How disgusting. How, I don't even know what to call it. What a crock of shit. Pretty much. So now I'm going to show you what has taken place since then. So they told us, to make a long story short, that we had to have serial numbers and everything for the stuff that was missing that belonged to my father. We obtained all that and still could not get charges filed. And I will show you the conversation that I had with the captain. And to this date, no charges have been filed after talking with the captain and the investigator. I will show you that conversation here in just a second.
Sorry, I'm just going to record. I've been recording all this and everything. You want to hold this, baby? Okay. So my father went into the hospital yesterday. He was in the hospital approximately 33 days. Mm-hmm. While he was there, my mother got an apartment. So when Dad and me went back to get the rest of his stuff, my sister, who had been living with them, refused to let us in, called the cops, said we was being unruly, which we didn't.
Because Dad's stuff was still there.
Still there in the house. So Dad's gun was missing, so the TVs and some stuff that was inside the house. Okay. So we had to go get the serial numbers. We found the serial number for the firearm. We had to trace it back down to where Elizabeth had bought it and from the pawn shop. You know, that stuff is important. You have to have it for a stolen report. Sure. So it took us a while to get the stuff from Aaron's because they had to, that's what we came up here for yesterday, is to add this to the TV and the chairs and stuff. Receipts showing where it was physically theirs. Okay. That's what we done yesterday. We didn't know if they had added it. And I came up here to get body cam footage from Paul Miranda. Okay. Because
you filled out that request?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on the report, but he put the wrong.
I put the wrong last name. I put Williams instead of Miranda.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I brought the flash drive back, and we left all that stuff here yesterday, so we could add that to the report. And then I wanted to give y'all information that she has a storage unit. She has 2 storage units at Packrat's, and I was told, I don't know if that's true, you know how rumors are. Sure. I was told that that's where she had moved the stolen furniture and stuff, and that's possibly where the firearm is also, is in the 2 storage units.
With everybody had been living together and family, I still think this is going to be a civil issue. I know a little bit about it.
Yes, sir.
Could y'all write out statements for me?
Yes, sir.
And I will make a complete report.
Okay.
I will line it all out. If you can give me to tomorrow in the business day,
Okay.
I probably won't get it today, but yeah, I'll be glad to do that.
Okay. And is there any way you could go ahead and get the body cam footage from Paul today, or do you need a sheriff to do that?
Well, another investigator of ours is over there.
Okay.
And is he working?
Yeah, but I'm not sure where he's at.
Okay.
He stepped out. He's been pretty busy.
I'll try to expedite.
Like I said,
it's not a problem.
We're not trying to.
I've
give
got
you all
the
a
flash
hard
drive.
time.
You brought the flash drive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not trying to give you.
Statement forms and
Yeah.
I'll let y'all write all that down.
Yeah, we're not trying to give you guys a hard time. I know y'all got a lot of things to do, and that, but this is not the first time that she's done that, and we've got civil court with her March 3rd, and that's why we're trying to get everything done.
Sure.
The landlord is taking her to court, and so are we, and we've got court, and y'all know, being officers, how hard court is. You've got to get every little duck in a row,
Sure.
and that's why I'm documenting everything,
Okay.
and that,
All right.
you know, so.
I understand.
Our ducks are-
Let me get your statement.
Well,
Our ducks aren't quite in a row. We got them on the front dash of the vehicle.
And all this stuff,
You got one
everything.
now?
Our ducks aren't quite in a row on the front dash of our vehicle. You ought to see it. We got a bunch of them.
We told other family members not to do that, and here we are.
You know, the little lady behind the desk, I think she's having little problems with me recording or whatever, but I'm doing everything within my constitution.
You are. You are.
And you know,
Mhm.
I can tell you're well versed.
Yes, sir.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it very much.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, hon.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be right back.
And there, ladies and gentlemen, we went back a couple other times to go get the reports. That did not happen. Since then, I've still not been able to get the report that the captain and the investigator said they were going to file. Also, since then, I was physically attacked by a deputy. My camera was smashed, and I was told that this was my only warning. Don't let that shit happen again. Well, of course, I've been back since then. And also found out that not one, but both sheriffs has been indicted. This is a corrupt little town, ladies and gentlemen. They have no concerns whatsoever for sorry about that. They have no concerns about my safety or anybody else. You got a corrupt sheriff, a corrupt lieutenant, and the list probably goes on and on. And I'm the bad guy. The man with a camera. This right here has them scared. And I need your help. I need your help spreading the word. My father is currently living with us. But I'm not done with this sheriff's department. That whole Gibson County is corrupt. And we need to expose light on it. Now, let me get back to what I was saying about the sheriff. The sheriff before Paul Thomas, who's there in office right now, was indicted on 113 counts. All felonies. Theft. He was stealing from the drug money. He was also misuse of conduct and all kinds of good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to hear the most disgusting part about that? He was found guilty and received probation. I'm not kidding you. You heard me. He received probation. And the reason he was indicted is because of the current sheriff who turned him in, who has now also been indicted on 22 counts of official misconduct, using inmates as labor for his alliance group. You heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. The sheriff now that turned in the former sheriff and everything is now indicted himself. And what do you think will happen to him? Will he get probation also? If this doesn't tell you how corrupt this little town or this county is, I don't know what will. I am seeking justice for my father. His stuff should have been recovered that day, but it wasn't. And as far as I know, as the time of this recording, no charges have been filed against my sister, who got away. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like button, share and subscribe if you haven't. Till next time, get out and find an adventure.